Good evening, everybody. Excuse me, let's check out the market. Market up or down? Market was up. Let's check out the brokerage. Nothing happened, so that's the end of the public account video. If you're new, please stop here, exit the video. But for those of you who are ready to advance and get into the main account, let's get it, bag holders. Let's do something. To catch up our spreadsheet here, we had a variety of swing trade opportunities that we talked about yesterday, starting with the Cracker Company, Lancaster. So we did get filled on that. I believe that was during the video, but we got a variety of other ones that filled after the fact. First one on the docket, which we talked about yesterday, but the orders actually filled. So there, it's actually a real deal now. No turning back. And you can see that we've got them right at pretty much the same cost basis. So this thing rips. It'll be pretty good. Oh, lost my calculator. All right. It's important to be organized to be a stock trader. No, it's not. All right. Just want to make sure my records are up to date. There we are. All right. Moving right along. We had Gap. So the market over the last 2 days, for a little big picture, has really not done much. So the fact that we have opportunity here is pretty cool, if you ask me. We're actually up on the position, you can see from the chart. And things are starting to go in our favor. All the moving averages start looking like a smile. That's what we're looking for. And only do the repetition of the deal. BTI paid its SIC dividend, nice. Is because the repetition is how we learn. Well in, first one. On a swing trade, I go ahead and leave my buy orders in till the thing hits the 70 RSI, because you never know how it'll work out. And that is a key level. And the markets do have memory, right? So, but if it starts running up real fast, I'll take it out. On a flip trade, however, if I put a buy order in and it does not fill that day, I'm taking it out the next day. Oh, this one is, we got a PPG. My mom worked there for a little while, believe it or not. Short stint. Making paint. Or some kind of dry coat of some sorts. She could tell the story better than me. Obviously, I wasn't there. But you can see how all these kind of look similar, right? Speaking of Paint the World, SHW. and they didn't fill in the after hours for whatever reason. Some stocks just don't trade much in the after hours, and some don't even trade at the 9 a.m. They just wait for the market hours. This thing did not move at all. Holy cow. It freaking just opened and went sideways. Which has been great for an options position if you are the seller. And I wouldn't be holding your breath for any of those videos anytime soon. Not because the strategy doesn't work; it works just fine. But you know, this strategy is taking up a lot of my money. I actually did get a sell today. I'm curious. I've been tracking how many days in a row. I haven't been like keeping track, but I'm just curious. Like, when's the first day that I'm not going to sell stocks? Because I sell stocks literally every day, and it's pretty awesome feeling. I'm definitely addicted to it. So sold stock here. Again, these are on the website during the day if you're just curious how the money is flowing. That's a good way to learn. It's not a good way to follow and try to copy. That doesn't work. But we got to sell in. This was a flip, right? And so we'll keep it on the list for a possible swing trade entry. This obviously takes us into market hours. So everything here is a flip. We got a second buy into the BYD. It's strange. My mom is in Vegas right now, so buying those companies and those properties is pretty cool just for this time. And I like it out there too. Definitely working to get some more time out there. I used to be a pro poker player, so I would love to play the World Series every year and just enjoy the vibes. But there's the second bullet there, so we'll take it one more before we call the dogs off. CVS, we've had a lot of luck in the last month or so. It's looks like a second bullet here, though. It is. And you can see the shape of the candles is very much like the last one, right? Stocks move together, so you might think, well, why buy several of them? Why not just buy one, or the market in general? And stocks are kind of like kids. If you yell really loud, they will all get in the same line. But if you kind of are wishy-washy on your leadership, some of them run one way and some of them will run the others. And some of them will put gum in the girl's hair and, you know, bite people and do crazy stuff. And that provides opportunity in different market conditions. And some run ahead, and some people will have to stand right next to the teacher. But that provides a constant cash flow of selling these stocks day in and day out as the moves run in the cycles. Finally starting to get a little dry on the capital. I've committed to the positions I have to carry them out, and if they start selling, nothing will change. But for this Cracker Barrel flip, it was a very, very tiny position. But I do think it is important to stay in action, stay in the flow of it. And I've made some changes that will hopefully prevent this in the future, but this is where we're at, and you got to protect the castle. If you're the king or the queen, it's your job to be responsible with the money, and the universe will only let you have access to money that you are responsible enough to keep. All right, on to day trades. First one on the docket today was the SPXNL. Looks like right here at the open. I got two buys, so I'm curious if I got one later down the road, but probably just these two candles. The TQs we got a chance to buy as well. Same scenario, right at the open, right? Oil, we actually did get another chance to buy, and you can see here we are got quite the position here. It looks like we were buying on the 15. Yeah, right at the open. See that? We're getting quite a position, but you know, we just stick to it. Well, we are actually able to build up quite a position in bonds today. Very nice. So we had open with everybody else, and look at all these as it chops in and out. I'm buying all of these. So that one probably likely to go on to the longer time frame. Silver. This was our sell today. And you can see how it peaked right here. There's your 70 RSI. So again, keeping the streak alive. It has only been 2 days since we sold. We sold on the 6th for silver. And that is what I like. Consistency. Something that's repeatable. Something that's not difficult. We only got 5 lots on here. That's okay. Not much of a gainer. That's okay. But I'm just consistently pulling money out. 0.66 of 1%. Whoop-de friggin' do. But if you do since the beginning of the month, that's 3.22% for the month. And that is well above our targets and will make us very, very, very wealthy. If we can be consistent as the system works. We're also able to buy gold today. Got quite a position here. We're on to the 15-minute. And just for a little quick big picture, since we are here, if we look at the month to date, it's up 3.03. So the silver is slightly beating it out, but keeping pace. Very cool. All right. Now all we have left to do is swing trade entries and or sells, but typically I'm just going to be stubborn and let those things go unless we got one that's like really close. I think I finally got the hang of the little circles. We've been having better luck there. It's probably just forgetting to hit the button. I use the same account on multiple devices. I think that plays a role as well. Traveler. 215.95 over 215.14. I'm looking at this green number and this blue number. That's an entry. With these, I'm just going to go for full out position, baby. We've got some huge profits in this strategy right now that it's been kind of fun because I have to fight my natural urge to sell too early because that's what I always do. And if you go back in time, you'll see some of the videos where I talk about, you know, I sell too early and I'm okay with it. And truthfully, honestly, I am. But I'm leaving money on the table and I know that. 217.34 is the closing print here for Travelers. Put my little order in and see what we can see. Trading down 1 penny in the after hours, what this chart shows anyways, but I think it's delayed. I pay some good money, but I don't think we get real-time data. I could be wrong. I don't think so. Slight up day, but just enough to calm the nerves. So maybe we start to see some opportunity. This one's very close. You can see the ones we have in progress and the ones that are coming right down the pike. This one is so close by the 67, 68. It's right at the golden line. I think I am going to put this one in. Berrberry. Just as I gave the little speech, right? But, I mean, we'll put the sell order in. I'm not worried about it. 61.26. It also gets easier to do when you have a bunch of buys going in as well. And it was placed, it did not fill. So that's all right. That's one that hasn't really been moving. So look for that thing to go tomorrow. Check the website if you really want to see when it goes. But it's up about 4.5%. So that's really nice. And we've only had it, yeah, less than a week. But when you looked at the month up 3%, which is probably about the same time frame. So it's beating it by 50%. And those things, when you do them consistent over long periods of time, they really truly add up. So I always talk about being consistent. This one's up crazy. The RSI is still really low, but this thing is up like 12, 13%. It's like trading Bitcoin. The thing's up crazy. It's pretty fun. I'm not lying. But most of the stuff I trade doesn't move like that. So when I get one, we'll let it run. And look at all this opportunity we have. We're truly blessed. Same thing here. We're back at this damn resistance point, but at a 62, I'll let it break out. We'll likely go up to here. This thing did not hit right here, or this would be a second entry, right? 62. There's a lot of 62s going on. If I miss one, let me know, because it's possible. That one's awfully close. Look at this one. All right. Down to the main list. We'll cruise right through here. Coke's doing good. What the heck's going on here? That's awfully close. 108.93 to 109. What they call that an elephant bar. Obviously on good earnings. You buy good companies, good things tend to happen too. So keep that in mind as well. All right, I'm just trying to give a little bit more time to the ones that are flag green because my eyes are tired. Just want to make sure I don't miss something. Sherwin-Williams, how's this thing down here? No alert. Look at me. Starting to look like amateur hour. Okay. All right. Let's cruise through the rest of the list. No big deal. That's one. Lincoln, Nova Scotia. $47.80 is the closing print. Looks like on my brokerage it is up a little bit in the after hours, but I always use the closing print. So you and I are looking at the same numbers. And it filled $47.80. Hallelujah. We got another one in the bag. And I knew they would start peeling off, even different industries. So we noticed there was a different casino property that hit the screener. I didn't like something about it. I forget which number I didn't like. I didn't like one of the numbers about it. Shoot. I forget which one I was pegging. It's down here somewhere. Cardinal Health. Nucor had some earnings as well, but very cool. Which one do we do? Look at me. I'm trying to create a new habit, and when you do that, it's always. Where's my bubble? Gotta hit it every time. Come on, man. I bet if I do this, it saves it. But we'll hit this guy too. Gotta know when to fold them. There we go. That takes us back where we were. Sorry for a little disorganization. But that is the world I live in. That beautiful run. From your buy here. Obviously, we got out here. What frick, man? That thing just running. I'm never going to get the whole move. It's just not in my personality. There are ways you can get close to the top, a lot closer than I get. But I get more enjoyment out of finding them. And then watching the turnaround than I do, just sit and wait and watch them go up, even though there's probably more money there. It is an individual. That's why they call it personal finance. It's very individual. And this is what works for me. So hopefully you find out what works for you. But this does work. You guys seen it for almost 2 years. It works. PPG still hitting down here in the slumming it. Norfolk Southern. Starting to get a huge list. I'll have to sell one of the kids just to keep in stocks, I think. Maybe a good investment. There we go. Thankfully, I don't want to blow too much. Well, we bought a few, and we'll likely sell the one. And then some of the flip trades that you saw on the website today will likely go. It was a big up day for me. I crushed the markets. I hope you did as well. And that's what we have for today. So thanks for watching. Stay after it. Stay consistent. And we'll try again tomorrow.